Once upon a time, in a magnificent kingdom surrounded by golden fields and sparkling rivers, there lived a king named Reginald. King Reginald had everything a ruler could want: a grand castle with towers that touched the clouds, treasure rooms filled with jewels and gold coins, and servants who attended to his every wish. But despite all his riches, King Reginald had one terrible flaw. He was greedy. He wanted more, and he never shared anything with anyone. The people in his kingdom were poor and hungry. They worked hard in the fields and workshops, but King Reginald took almost everything they produced. More taxes. He would shout from his throne, "I need more gold for my treasury." The children had no toys, the families had little food, and sadness filled the streets. One sunny morning, a mysterious old woman appeared at the castle gates. She wore a tattered cloak covered in patches of every color, and she carried a wooden staff with strange carvings. In her arms, she held a beautiful white goose with feathers that shimmered like fresh snow. "Your Majesty," the old woman called out, "I have traveled from distant lands to bring you a gift. This is no ordinary goose. This is a magical goose that lays golden eggs." King Reginald's eyes grew wide with excitement. Golden eggs! He could become even richer. Without thanking the woman or asking any questions, he snatched the goose from her arms. Finally, he exclaimed, "Now I will have more gold than any king in history." He rushed to his private chambers, clutching the goose tightly, and slammed the door behind him. The old woman shook her head sadly and whispered, "Magic only works for those with kind hearts," before disappearing into the morning mist. King Reginald placed the goose in a golden cage in his bedroom. He waited and watched. Sure enough, the very next morning, there in the cage lay a perfect golden egg. It gleamed and sparkled, worth more than 100 regular gold coins. "Marvelous!" shouted the king. He immediately locked the egg in his treasury. The next day, another golden egg appeared. Then another the day after that. Each morning brought one precious golden egg. But King Reginald grew impatient. "Only one egg per day," he grumbled. "This is taking too long. I want all the gold at once." His greed grew darker and more dangerous. He stopped attending to his kingdom. He ignored the reports from his advisors about the suffering people. He thought only about gold, gold, gold. One night, King Reginald made a terrible decision. If the goose lays golden eggs, he reasoned, there must be gold inside the goose. "I will cut it open and take all the gold at once." The next morning, driven by his greed, King Reginald prepared to harm the magical goose. But the moment he approached the cage with selfish intentions, something extraordinary happened. The goose began to glow with a warm, golden light. The light grew brighter and brighter until the entire room was illuminated. King Reginald shielded his eyes. When the light faded, the mysterious old woman stood before him. But now she appeared different. Her tattered cloak had transformed into robes of silver and gold, and she radiated wisdom and power. "I am the guardian of kindness," she said, in a voice that echoed like gentle thunder. "I gave you the magical goose to test your heart. But you have failed. Your greed has blinded you to what truly matters." With a wave of her staff, the walls of the castle became transparent. King Reginald could see his entire kingdom. He saw children crying from hunger, families shivering in the cold, and people working with sad, tired faces. "Look at what your greed has created," the guardian said. "You have everything, yet you have nothing. You have gold, but you have no love, no friendship, no joy." King Reginald felt something he had never felt before. His heart ached as he watched his suffering people. Tears rolled down his cheeks. For the first time in his life, he felt ashamed. "I have been a terrible king," he whispered. I have been selfish and cruel. Please, Guardian, give me a chance to make things right." The Guardian studied his face carefully. She saw genuine remorse in his eyes. "Very well," she said. "The goose will remain with you, but only if you learn to share. Every golden egg you share with your people will be replaced with 2 more the next day. But every egg you keep for yourself will be the last you ever receive." King Reginald nodded eagerly. "I understand. I will share. I promise." The very next morning, King Reginald woke up early. The goose had laid a golden egg. Without hesitation, he took the egg and went down to the village square. He called all the people together. "My dear people," he announced, "I have been a greedy and foolish king. I took from you when I should have given to you. Today, that changes. I will use this golden egg to buy food, clothes, and supplies for everyone." The people were shocked. Was this the same greedy king? They watched in amazement as King Reginald sold the golden egg and distributed everything among the families. Children received warm clothes and toys. Families received food and supplies. Everyone received kindness. The next morning, just as the Guardian promised, 2 golden eggs appeared in the cage. King Reginald shared both of them with his people. The following day, 4 eggs appeared, then 8, then 16. As King Reginald continued to share, his kingdom transformed. The streets filled with laughter. Gardens bloomed with flowers. Children played happily. And King Reginald discovered something more valuable than all the gold in the world: the joy of giving and the love of his people. The magical goose remained with King Reginald for the rest of his days. A constant reminder that true wealth comes not from what we keep, but from what we share. And so, King Reginald became known as the most generous and beloved king in all the land. He learned that sharing brings happiness, kindness creates magic, and a generous heart is worth more than 1,000 golden eggs. The end. Sweet dreams, little ones.